Doo-doo garbage, your time has come. May May, your name? Your new name is doo-doo garbage. Make sure from this point forward, y'all put 2 doo-doo emojis and a garbage sign next to May May name. Your new name is doo-doo garbage.
Okay, look, I know I said the exact same thing in my previous video, but y'all gotta let me speak again. If there's one character I will greatly miss upon watching JJK each Thursday afternoon, it's gotta be Mahito, man. And I'm not just saying this by being biased, but to his actual contribution as a proper villain in the series. Like, he fulfilled his role so well as having this whole versatility with his power, which is actually pretty cool to see. Like, having the ability to transfigure anyone just by the palm of your hands, as well as touch the soul itself, is kinda crazy if you get what I mean. Like, rest in peace, but the way he went out after his concluding scuffle against the JJK Jumping Brothers, is just something I can't come to a conclusion with. Like, yeah, he lost and blah blah blah, it was expected, but bro, to be on foes begging brainhead Geto to save you just for you to be tricked and consumed in the utmost excruciating manner possible. I have simply no words for Gege. Gege, you had me at the edge of my seat having mixed feeling on Mahito being saved, just for him to end up as a cursed flavored gumball. Why? Why would you embarrass one of my favorites like this? Like, was Nanami not enough? Bro, I don't even know what to say, like, tragic. Mahito Nation, we shall never forget our great leader, for we shall let his legacy forever dwell in our memories. Even though he may have departed from this world, his spirit lives within each of us. Bro, you know what? Never mind, bro. Let me stop playing. But for real, all the pain that Mahito has received, give it all to Mei Mei. No, seriously, give it all to Mei Mei. Because what the hell is this shit? Like, I knew from the start that Mei Mei was a little weirdo, and I considered giving her the benefit of the doubt because how fine she is. And now, that benefit is gone. It is gone. Like, this can be classified as 7 deadly sins type of freakiness. By the way, I might make a video on that series soon. But yes, it is that bad because, what do you mean? Oh, do you dislike me for being inappropriate with you? Bro, what? And I find it even more disrespectful to the fact that she flew away to Malaysia, in which our boy Nanami wanted to retire. And to add on to that, I find it so quirky on how Gege was purely in his bag orchestrating this arc, just making peak after peak. And then we just get this doo-doo garbage scene towards the climax of Shibuya. And I'm not the type to call out people, but when I tell you, I saw grown ass people commenting on how they wish to be wee within this sequence. I just... See, I can't even conclude my sentence in a suitable manner. What I meant is that I just lost faith. Like, come on bro, Mei Mei's biggest fan. I'ma need you to reevaluate your life choices and overall perspective on your surroundings, because this is something that needs fixing ASAP. And I ain't talking about Roki. But you know something else that doesn't need fixing? The meeting between Yuji and Brainhead Geto. Honestly, Brainhead got it. Like, I can't even hate. Like, ever since he managed to execute a Judia's plan which worked in his favor by successfully sitting Gojo Satoru, I've been low-key underestimating his position. I wasn't familiar with his game. Like, it's got to the point that... Actually nah, let me change that real quick. In that short period of time, he managed to do much more than what Geto did throughout his whole 27 years of his life. And then when you start to actually think about it, it's clear that this doofus Geto accomplished nothing from being a mukbang sorcerer with a savior complex to being a terrible religious leader with a savior complex. It's actually sad when you think about it, because now it's gotten to a stage where even Brainhead had to say something about him, like, if the homeboy Geto wasn't stupid and used all his curses on Yuta instead of dividing them, I'm not gonna lie, he would have won no problem. And it's like, whoa bro, he's spitting all that shit and all Geto can possibly do is listen from the depths of hell. Or inside the body, since like the body is the soul. You get what I'm trying to say. But yeah, from there, right after absorbing Mahito, he just starts yapping about how Geto's Uzumaki is a trash move to use. And you got Yuji listening, who doesn't have a single clue in the world on what he's talking about. But yeah, y'all remember the photo squad that Mikamaru told to go home? Yeah, they just ignored that and went straight away to leave the train just to go ahead and drop Geto altogether. And I'm not even trying to be mean or anything, but the power for the heroes just increased by like 2% because these folks have no potential whatsoever to actually deal damage. Like, I'm sorry, bro, but them arrows, you could have just saved them for archery practice because they did no damage. You missed every single one, bro. Like, at this point, just make a bad vow of going home because this is not where you belong. As for Miwa, I'ma give her props for actually like standing up to Geto, but golly. Just imagine making a bad vow of using all of your power into one slash and never swing again. Just for this man to reply with a whole freaking Uzumaki on your face. I don't know what Miwa did, bro, but a Uzumaki on her is diabolical. That had to be personal on some level. That shit was so unnecessary, bro. I strongly believe that he did it just as a way to show Miwa that she's a bum. I guess my expectations were like a little over the board because of the whole train scene that we got with Mekamaru. To my perspective, it formed like a whole insight on, okay, Miwa's gonna lock in now despite going home. And even though she came back, I guess she did lock in a way. But still, like, damn, getting your moves stopped with one hand and then getting hit with a Uzumaki straight away. That is the devil's work. Luckily though, this man Kusakabe came in and stopped the Uzumaki somehow. I'm not gonna question it how, but I'm gonna question his character because he's been bullshit ever since the start of the season talking about some, I don't like y'all niggas, bro, I should be home, I don't care about no Gojo. Straight up ducking at every single opportunity that he gets. And I'm not gonna lie, that might just be the most relatable thing so far in JJK. Just think about it real quick. We got people like Sukuna, Gojo, Mahito, just all types of freaks with crazy powers, right? And then we end up with a random trenchcoat dude with no powers, but with just a sword. We're just trying to go home and play some, I don't know, Spider-Man 2 on his PS5 or something. In that sense, that is relatable because I don't want to wake up to a 9 to 5 where I'm fighting cursors, while the rest of the world, apart from like 25 people, just looks a bit crazy because I'm fighting pure oxygen or something. With that being said, I'ma give props to Kusakabe for saving the squad, but y'all gotta go home after this, bro. Like Mekamaru was right, this is not some inflatable castle fight, this is a final showdown, big boss battle that y'all are not built for. So next up on the line, we got Choso, and I want an apology to all Choso fans out there because if you kept up with me, well, if you didn't, let me just let you know that throughout this entire Shibuya recap that I've been doing, I've dissed and called out Choso more than anyone else so far. If that doesn't come from a negative perspective, I'm lying, bro, I hate that. Now, but for real though, it doesn't come from a negative perspective, but more of a realistic perspective in terms of like, you could have done more if you actually put your thought into it. And what I mean by that is that I felt like Choso had more of a like choice than just follow orders. And that doesn't come from just Shibuya itself, but like from the start, like back in season 1. But for him to actually stop and like analyze his surroundings as well as himself, it feels like a whole redemption to me. Like, yeah, he beat Yuji into a poop nearly to death, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm still kinda like grumpy about that. But I can tell that he's been genuine now. Like the whole little brother, whole brother's perspective that he has with Yuji, that is beautiful, like that is wholesome. I'm still unsure about the whole spaghetti scene, if it's like real or not, but apparently from Choso's words, Yuji is actually his blood related siblings, which is crazy. But then adding on to that, we learned that Brainhead turns out to be like the whole Kamo clan leader from like 150 years ago, with the same name as Doofus over there. So like, if he's Choso's dad, then that means Brainhead is Yuji's dad? I don't know, this whole thing is confusing, but on the positive side, we got a family meeting. But what I really like about this whole family meeting is Choso just going crazy on Uraume and Brainhead. Like 5 minutes ago, he was just questioning himself and geeking on whether Yuji is his brother or not. And then 5 minutes later, he's tripping Uraume and doing whole Earth-style jutsus with his own blood to trip Brainhead. And the sole purpose of that was to slide for both his dead brothers and Yuji at the same time. He actually did his thing, like I'm actually giving respect to Choso for this. But I'm not gonna leave my homeboy Uraume behind because he actually put in that work. Like I could tell from the day that when he popped up on Sukuna, he was gonna be something, bro. Like PB gave me looking real quick. This man came in, froze everyone, and then performed that whole reverse curse technique like nothing. Yo, these Asian Jijikin just don't play, bro. I can't deny it, you can't deny it. Uraume was standing on business. But then, just as he's about to kill Yuji, Yuki Tsumoko pops up and saves him. She popped up with the same question she asked Geto back in the day, bro. Yuki, let me tell you something. That is not the same man from before, bro. He changed. He does not want you. He don't care about no what kind of woman is your type, bro. I'ma need you to lock in for real, twin.